Hello, Ryu right here.
I'm Shin.
Otaku no Ken.
Today we will be talking about Sword Art Online Episode 5, Murder in the Safe Zone.
Yep. And for once, I have the first point, which is, why does Kirito care so much about the NPCs? They're just AI.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused about that too. If they respawn, why do we have to be worried about them?
I mean, I get if it was like they stayed dead and they were trying to make him look like a good guy, but it was all morally ambiguous, but if they respawn, they're just AI.
Yeah,
Let them die. Let the real people live.
Yeah, I don't really get it. Like, those guards that are possibly in the town could even help out and make aggro for them to defeat the boss.
It's like one of those moments that I don't think they thought through. They just needed Kirito to look like a good guy for a second.
I guess. If the life or death NPCs are not part of it. Alright, then from what we know of, we both share the same next point. Well, actually, technically, Otaku is the next point, because our next point after that is technically the third point, so. Go ahead, Otaku. Otaku?
I heard you guys talking about your third point. And I didn't hear anything get off. Like,
Oh,
all I
you're
got was,
saying you have the next
yeah,
point as well.
why isn't she letting him take his nap? Just woman let a man take his nap?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why can't people take naps?
Rude.
It's not against the law.
But the thing that cracks me up is later on, they sit there and say how they shouldn't nap by themselves because you can be killed. Then why is he doing it?
Once again, how many murderers does this game have?
He's a rebel.
He's a rebel.
Yeah, 'cause more and more pop up every episode.
Is Sword Art just like 50% murderer by player base?
Yeah. You know, if you're a
It's
murderer,
starting to look like it.
if you're a murderer in real life, you're a murderer in a game.
But
Then
they're
it
doing
cracks
both.
me up because it's like, oh, let's yell at him for sleeping, and then in the next moment go to sleep yourself. Like, what?
Though I do like one thing about that sleep scene.
What's that?
I do like one thing about this sleep scene. We have the moment where the tsundere wakes up to see her love interest across from her, goes for the attack, and then actually does the mature thing, puts the sword back, and doesn't hit him.
But that's funny because she
I've
gets
never seen
mad.
that in an anime before.
She gets mad that he's there. Why?
Watching over her.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I still kind of have to give that. At the end of the day, I still give that points because I have literally never seen anybody do that tsundere goes to hit the love interest and doesn't do it moment.
Right.
I
If
also
this was
like
any
the
other
leaf,
anime, he'd have rocketed over
Yeah.
he'd have rocketed over the horizon.
the leaf on her face and the drool.
And then it just disappears.
Yeah.
Just one leaf. And then a string of drool on one side of her face.
Right?
Or the same side where the leaf is.
Well, because that's where she was facing, just...
Yeah. Sleeps how I sleep.
So what's your next point, Otaku?
The next point wasn't until they got to the thing and it was just, Kirito looks shady.
Kirito looks...
Shade.
I thought, honestly, the first time I ever watched that episode, I thought they said he looked shitty.
Well, I mean, that one would have been more appropriate for us, about a second ago.
Yeah. Who's that shitty
I just like that,
guy
like,
over
Kirito, I don't like that guy. He looks untrustworthy. What with this
He looks
perfect hair
shitty.
and his little stupid curly pretty boy face.
Yeah, our next point isn't until
Skinny arms.
after they're in the
He's up to
getting their
something, I
drink.
tells ya.
Yeah.
He's up to something, I tells ya.
Yeah, our next point is we cracked up because of everyone sitting there watching this guy dangle with a sword in his chest. But yet the only ones willing to help are Kirito and Asuna. Everyone else is like, oh my god!
Who weren't like there. They
Well,
heard
I kind of have to
screaming.
back up then because my point was a little before that.
Oh, what's
But-
that?
That scene in the bar. Two people. There's an entire conversation of exposition between two people that knew exactly what was already going on.
Right?
Oh. Yeah.
Well, it just cracks me up though when they got poor guys dangling there and everybody's just, let's just watch him. This is entertaining, guys.
Well, I mean, given what people tend to do with the standing around on the smartphones in real life, that's not exactly unrealistic.
Like
I'm just saying, out of all the people, not one person other than, of course, the main character can be like, oh, let's go help this guy.
and then they weren't even.
But again, I kind of have to bring up all the people that tend to stand around watching disasters just standing there with their smartphones.
Good point.
Pretty much.
Good point.
Those people just tend to think, somebody else will do it.
Yeah.
Gonna sit here and
Don't care
screen
about it.
cap this.
And I also like how they all stayed around for them to go inside, look at the evidence, and come out. And everybody's still there.
They want to know what happened. They want to prevent it.
Everybody's so curious. They're like, what happened? That's the realism right there. Just, we want to know what happened. We're all nosy.
Yeah.
We want to know
But
what
we
happened.
didn't want to do anything to prevent it or try helping them.
Sounds about right.
There's the realism, ladies and gentlemen.
And now I'd end that with another point. It segues weirdly to my next point, but why does everybody keep calling that sword a spear?
Thank you!
Yes.
That's our exact next point.
That got so annoying.
Guys, at the end,
Obviously
that
not a
mini
spear.
Yeah. It's a sword, people.
I was thinking
I
the
mean,
same thing.
I kind of expect a guy called the Black Swordsman to know what a sword looks like.
Right?
This spear, we're like, what?
It's not a spear. It would be longer.
It wouldn't be mostly blade.
Yeah.
What's your next point after that? Because our next point is another fan servicey point, so we'll let you go first.
Is this a reference to the fact that while the girl's crying and explaining about her dead friend, you get
Yeah, and
you
it's
get a
just
shot of
that
her
ass
butt so
shot.
well detailed you can make out the two separate cheeks?
Yeah.
What?
It was so defined too.
And not too
You
long
could make
after
out the
that,
individual
Asuna does the
cheeks.
same.
Yep. She just bends over. Gotta get that.
It's like, no fan service for 3 episodes then. No, that's our limit. We're gonna have to start drawing all of the butts now.
Yep.
Those asses, though. Yoriku and Asuna all in one episode.
Yep.
Well, she's crying and explaining about her friend's death, no less.
Right?
Yeah.
You get distracted in the middle of it. You're like,
Classy.
oh, we want to hear about this friend's death. That ass,
Ass.
though.
Classy.
Do you have any other points after that? Otaku?
Wait. Oh, I have one from that conversation where Kirito... Oh, and also over the conversation, she was so rude. This is my little... But, what to get... And I was trying to think of a name. During this conversation, all I can think is, what to call her, huh? I can think of a few choice words. Most of them rhyme with itch. And both of them rhyme with itch.
Itch.
You're not lying. She was really an itch in that
She
situation.
was really itchy.
It's just... Well, woman, he's trying to help you, and you're complaining that he had the audacity to, not ask you what you wanted to be called first.
Mm-hmm.
You've apparently known each other. You could have had this conversation before.
Yep.
It's like, for Kirito's part, it's like he did see her name when they were together at one point.
Yep. You did.
Yeah. You get the feeling this is just one of those moments that might have been like, okay, this probably makes more sense if you're Japanese, or we're Americanian.
Americanian. Yeah, our next point isn't until they're
Well,
in
it
the
made a
room with, I keep forgetting his name, but the guy that uses the axe, when he's telling him about the sword.
Your favorite character.
One of them, yeah.
Agil?
Yeah, him.
Agil?
But our next point isn't till
Oh,
then.
I had a point for that one too. What was your point?
So do you got any before that, or should we go to our next point?
The one where they're in with Agil?
Yeah.
My next point's in that room too.
Ours is, let me just stab my hand with this big blade that could possibly have abilities to kill you.
Yeah, my point was, hey, Kirito tries to kill it. One of my points, second, actually after this one I have to go back to a point, but was, hey, Kirito tries to, and hey, once again, a serious scene, and we get to focus on a girl's butt being drawn so well you can pick out the cheeks.
Right?
Yet.
A girl in a loose skirt, no less.
Yep.
At least the last girl was wearing tight pants.
Just gotta make sure you're, paying attention.
Right? Make sure you're watching carefully.
I mean, it's kind of right there in your face. It's practically in the middle of the shop.
Right. For those people.
My point was right before that. Wait, this was my legitimate surprise. You're telling me that for all Kirito's crazy stuff, he does not have a skill to analyze his own loot.
Right?
Nope.
It seems like something a solo player would bother to learn.
That's a good
You
point.
would think.
Makes the question, how do you level?
Yeah, you would think
Wait,
so.
Which now makes you think of the question of how do you learn that skill?
There's a lot of skills.
Okay, wait, there's not a way to learn the skill. You just have to sit there for an hour staring at a sword to get experience points.
That's how I feel about the listen skill. Do you just sit there and close your eyes and listen to the things around you?
I forgot about it. I had a note on that one. How do you level that up? Do you just sit with your ear to a door the whole time?
Yeah. Alright, time to go upgrade my listening.
Some of these skills don't. Some of these skills are a little. Fuck.
Yeah, our last point isn't till the end of it, so if you have any before then.
I got one on the guy's username, but just me, Grimlock, blacksmith. Me, Grimlock, make spear with tiny handle.
Make spear with tiny handle. The weirdest looking spear I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, if it was made by the idiot Dinobot, that would explain a lot, actually. Yeah. Oh,
Alright,
and
do you have any after that?
all of the exposition in this episode must be around a table, apparently.
Right?
Yeah, everybody's at a table.
Then the girl has a freak out. At
Yeah,
the
she
end.
like freaks out.
This is her shit.
Yeah. And then
It's night.
And Lance, guess what?
And once again, my point was, how many murderers does this game have? Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
But, Otaku, we gotta confirm. There is throwing weapons. There was a throwing knife.
Yep.
Oh my god! Range!
Oh, let me correct this. It was a throwing mini spear.
Yep.
Hey. It's better than having to walk. It's better than the pebble from the first episode.
Pebble is a great weapon.
At least it's an actual weapon. Yeah, it did no damage. To that first level boar. Just got his attention.
Yep, that's all the points we have. What about you, Otaku?
when she gets stabbed through the window, I just kind of had to do the. I have to do the. I had a dear sister parody. What you say? Not your limit. Well, it's everything. She just slowly dies in slow motion, and I'm just sitting there going.
All their faces at one moment.
This would mean a lot.
Alright, I guess that's where we're gonna end this cast. So, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.
Bye, everyone.
Adios.